I had a very profound spiritual experience yesterday that showed me what it truly means to be the love and why that's what we're here to do. And that, more than anything, is what's going to change the world. Now, as you can see, I'm still here in the mountain retreat, and I actually had several profound experiences, and so I might do a few videos. Keep watching for them. So I came up here alone a couple days ago to have the weekend to really be in a healing space and to integrate and to reformulate how I want to show up in the world, how I'm going to move forward. As I went to sleep Friday night, I was doing that thing where you have the imaginary argument. And I was formulating all the spicy things that I was going to say about and to Charlie Kirk for coming after me in the 4 a.m. club. And I woke up fully intending to make that kind of video. You've seen me be spicy Gia. Sometimes a girl claps back. But what happened very unexpectedly is I sat here and I poured out my heart. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to just put a quick thing in my stories about, y'all don't get to tell me what to do. I'm running this community the best way I can. You don't get a say in that. And even though I really wanted to be spicy, I couldn't. Instead, my heart opened, and if you saw the video, you saw I was very emotional, and I had to keep pausing the video toward the end. I was sobbing. I was full on ugly crying. I was deeply emotional. I didn't fully understand it at the time, other than, I was bearing my soul and being very vulnerable. But I did have a sense that something much bigger was unfolding. And so after I made the video, I sat in this spot a good hour and I cried. I sobbed. I emptied my entire body and soul, heaving sobs. It was a very profound, deep release. And I knew this was lifetimes of karmic wounding, of that witch wound, of being persecuted, of losing my life, lifetime after lifetime, for coming down as this mystical person, as someone with gifts and abilities, someone with a desire to heal and teach, and instead being murdered for it, lifetime after lifetime. Now, these wounds are not a mystery to me. I've been dealing with the witch wound for many years, and I have those past life memories. And I have been dealing with my own persecution wounds from this lifetime. I did a video a couple days ago where I talked about that. But I was so surprised at the depth of the emotion and what was pouring out in that moment. So I asked Spirit for clarification. And it's like I suddenly saw myself and what I had just done in an entirely new light. And I had this knowing that, in simple terms, what I had done was choose love. But it was so much deeper and more profound than that. It was a choice I didn't even know I was making. I didn't consciously make this choice. It was pouring through me. It was like I had made it on such a deep subconscious level that I was in the energy and it came through. And what this means to choose love. We talk about love as this softness, and it is. But I was shown the full weight of the strength that it takes to open your heart in love in those moments of terror, of fear, of anger, of the worst density we have on this planet, to be in that pain and anger and trauma. And what do? We close down. We protect ourselves. Our hearts close. We scrunch up, or we go on the attack. We do whatever it takes to defend ourselves in that moment. And such is the pattern of humanity for generations. It's a rough place down here. But every now and then in life, we are given the opportunity to make a different choice. And that's when we get to clear the karma. You've heard me talk about this, clearing the karma of war. Historical bingo, taking us through all the instances of our collective past where we've made some rough choices as a species, and we are being given the opportunity to make a different choice. And I didn't know it at the time, but that's what I had done. in my vulnerability, my fear, my feelings of betrayal, fears for my life. Fox News viewers are the ones who commit hate crimes. I had every right and every reason to not only retreat, but when I came back out, to come out swinging, to defend myself, to mark my territory, to go on the attack. But instead, I chose to show up in full vulnerability, with my heart not only on my sleeve, but fully open, still in my pain, radiating love and giving it freely. And that's the path of awakening. That's what it leads to. That is the ultimate choice point. Can we go through all this density, pain, terror, and fear? And can we still show up in love? Not gentle love, not fluffy, spiritual bypassy love. The full depths of courage to be open, to be vulnerable, to not attack, and to not retreat. I had begun to retreat. I had pulled back. I had protected myself. But I didn't stay there. I opened my heart and I poured out love and gratitude, forgiveness, acceptance. And in case you're under any illusion that this might be easy, it is not. Think back to your moments of abject pain and sorrow, and think how hard it is to keep opening that heart, to keep it open, to keep giving. And in giving and in showing up in your vulnerability, to allow yourself to be witnessed and then to receive. Because even though receiving love is what we all want in our core, it's terrifying. And you know that. That is a human truth. As much as we want love, it is so terrifying to be that vulnerable and that open, waiting, begging, hoping to receive. So we can look around at everything that's happening, maybe things in our personal lives, things with family, things from our past. And we are taking a very hard look at what's going on as a culture, as a society, and we are fighting back. And that is part of the journey, is standing up for those who cannot defend themselves and asserting our rights. But at the core of all of this, what we are being tasked with is having the courage to open our hearts. And no matter what we're facing, to show up in the strength of love. I was given a glimpse at what it looks like when we do that. And it was profound. That's what we're here to do. And that's what I'm going to keep doing, is showing up in love and showing you how to get there, helping you walk that path. That is how we change the world. That is the new earth. It's not a place we walk to. It's something we create when we embody love.